Happy Easter morning. Getting the brisket ready for supper tonight. Been awake for a while smoking. And speaking of smoking, here's this thing. So the Prijon Beast. I've had this on the water now the last couple days. You can see already right there. Yeah, that is an issue. Wade talked about that in his review of it. I've already had that come out. So you do have to be a bit careful. I'll probably order a couple more. Similarly, on orders, I'm going to order one or two of the lower seat options to try out. Not that it's a problem. The seat is extremely comfortable and the boat is so stable that like I'm 6'2" and very top heavy, and I don't have issues with the stability at all. Plastic is insane. It feels incredible on the water. It's a very fast boat. It's a boat that another thing I like, I know some people had mentioned they're not nuts about the outfitting. I actually find it an extremely comfortable boat. I've got long legs, so my legs really go up and engage inside. This just gives you some initial bite. I mean, it's, you know, it looks flexible, but I mean, it's not a set of thigh hookers. It's not meant to be. They just give you that initial bite on your thigh, but really your knee is up in here, so it's not going anywhere. Outfitting, what I like about it as well is that it comes together as a unit. So the back band tightens up and brings in the hip pads. I foamed it out a little, I don't know if you can see it, but it really works in unison to give you a nice fit inside the boat versus just kind of cramming you between the back band and the foot block. I'm 215 pounds. What I found was I had a fair bit of difficulty with control of the bow when I was in center or forward. The boat really wanted to turn downstream and just scream down with the current. Bringing it back a bit actually woke the boat up for me. It really allows me to engage the stern more, use it to steer with. So it's a boat that I'm very much driving kind of like the Ninja. I'm driving it more from the hips, less from leaning forward and engaging. It does it well, but the edges aren't crazy aggressive on this boat. So, you know, it does take a fair bit of lean to get the bow to dig in and carve, but it's still very wide back here behind the seat. So what I found is that actually moving the seat back lets me take advantage of the stern, take advantage of those edges, and you're using a full body motion to steer the boat. So you're really using your knees, your hips, and your core together. And that's the big thing I've learned so far with this boat, is that unlike boats that are edgier, if you look at something like the Scorch, it will kind of let you get away with just leaning and letting those edges dig in and go and carry you through stuff with speed. This one here, you've got to be much more engaged overall to paddle the boat. You got to have an active paddling with purpose. And yeah, you've got to be really picking your line and setting your body up towards it, because it will kind of run away. But apart from that, it's just the characteristic of the boat that's really fun to learn. I've gone over some kind of sketchy stuff over the last few days, and the plastic is insanely tough.